right, very quickly, I'm going to walk around my 1994 3000GT VR4, soon to be up for sale. Pop the hood here in a moment. I just wanted to go over absolutely everything about this car that I know as far as good, bad, or indifferent. I apologize that I'm sitting in the shade, but it's 100 degrees today. It's super warm, and it makes it much nicer if I'm in the shade. So, I've owned this car since 2001, and I've loved every moment of it. It is Martinique Pearl Yellow, one of 155 Martinique Pearl Yellow VR4s made in 1993 and 1994. So this is a 94. Go ahead and open up here so that you can see. She might need a vacuum. It does have aftermarket gauges that do have the ability to change the color from green or blue. Wasn't the best install ever, but very easy to remove. You can see the car has 121,195 miles. The stock stereo. Seats are in great condition. You know, this side bolster is a common problem. It is starting to flake a little bit, but it's still in one piece. Let me lift this up real quick. See, the back seats are also in very good shape. Pop the back and the hood. You'll notice the car does not have the factory wheels. It has Koenig villain 5-spoke wheels. These were one of the few options that I could get that did not require a wheel spacer. One of the Koenig badges is missing. I lost that sometime in the last couple of years. So, in the back, still got the factory 6-disc there, and all of the tools and the jacks. So, in that bag are the couple of little pieces that you need. One of the brakes in this car squeaks after it gets warm, and it's just missing a spacer that needs to get put back in. See that the shade there works, rolls up. As far as the active aero system works, the last time I checked, the front bumpers still did drop down, but the rear wing does not lift up. As far as the active exhaust goes, it's currently set to where they're both open, and I haven't messed with that in years, honestly. Moving up to the front. You can hear there's just the tiniest of lifter tick in there. I just recently did a seafoam treatment on it, so but I have had the tick get loud on me, and then I just do the seafoam treatment and it goes away. Other than that, the car is really 100%. I did notice this year when I started it up, the clutch seemed like it was a little bit light, but that was just real early on. It hasn't had the problem before. I checked the fluid in the reservoir for the master and the slave, and they seem good. So, you know, but that could be something that is in the future needed. I live 25 minutes north of Spokane, Washington, in eastern Washington. I drive this thing to Seattle in a heartbeat. She's been a wonderful car, maintained 100% has the 60,000 mile maintenance done. It's due for the 120. I haven't done the 120,000 mile maintenance on it yet. You'll notice also it does have broken, it's just the fog light. Is also equipped with a CompuStar alarm. This is the remote paging. You tap that and page the person that has the car alarm. Drilled and slotted rotors. No special brand. Other than that, it has just the air intake and a boost control, and the blow-off valve. It does have a Turbo Excess aftermarket blow-off valve. When the stock one began to fail, I picked that up. Makes the loud whoosh noise that everybody likes with the turbocharged cars. Here, just for fun, go ahead and do that now. All right, there she is. A beautiful girl. Owned this car since 2001. Have loved every moment of it. The only reason why I'm selling it, had the opportunity to buy a 2013 Shelby GT500, and so you know, can't have two sports cars. And as much as I love this one, I need to send her down the road to somebody else that can love her more, because she's sat in the garage more than she's been driven, and that's just not right. So happy bidding. All right, I just kind of wanted to go over the interior of the 3000 GT VR4 that I have up for sale. So as you can see, it's got 121,204 miles as of this video. It does have custom gauges. They're easy to remove if you wanted to remove them, but just wanted to say they do look a little bit different than factory. So starting up the car. I haven't set the time, but the stereo works. It's all functional. The code is in the glove box. In the glove box is also the original manual with the cover for it, and some maintenance records. Not all of them, but a lot of maintenance records. You know, the air conditioning and everything works. Got your different modes. Economy, cycle on and off. So everything works there. Cruise control, turn that on, that works. You get the ASC on. Tour and Sport for the electronically controlled suspension works. It works between Sport and Tour. We'll hop back and forth. Sport definitely makes it a little bit tighter. The active aero system, there's the active aero switch down here. So while that will trigger the front bumper to drop down, the rear wing does not operate currently, but as I understand it, that's an easy fix. I've just never done it. So that's one thing that doesn't operate. The exhaust from Tour to Sport, you know, I can't really tell the difference. It may or may not function, but I've always just left it in Sport. I do know that both exhaust ports are open because I've seen exhaust through both ports. So let's go take it on a little test drive so that you can see how it drives. Lift your seat up a little bit so it doesn't squeak like that. freshener. I won that from the Adult Swim Guaranteed Life of Happiness sweepstakes. I entered. I won the air freshener. It apparently guarantees me a life of happiness. And no, it is not included in the auction. It will be staying with me. Sorry to disappoint. I guess maybe for an extra $500, I might sell my guaranteed life of happiness for $500. So if you pay for the auction and you pay an additional $500, the Master Shake Guaranteed Life of Happiness air freshener will be included. Actually, I scratched that. How could I possibly give up a guaranteed life of happiness for $500? What was I thinking? However, you still can buy the car.